My son, it will be better if they take your life, because if they do, you might find peace wherever you are. But if you take somebody's life, you will never find peace for the rest of your life. Dinah's words to her 23-year-old son on her deathbed. She spent years trying to protect him from himself, but deep down she knew she was running out of ways to save him from himself. Dinah has been struggling ever since she lost her husband in 2013. Life has been unfair to her and her 3 children. Through thick and thin, she worked tirelessly, doing all kinds of odd jobs just to put food on the table. It wasn't easy. Some nights she went to bed hungry so her children could eat, but the bills kept piling up. Her health was declining, and the weight of the world sat on her shoulders. 2 of her children were calm and well-behaved, but her son, the one sitting in front of her now, was different. He was the black sheep of the family, always getting into fights over the smallest things, including women. His temper was a fire no one could quench. He fought almost every day, never backing down no matter the consequences. The last time she rescued him from a gang fight, they almost took his life. They had weapons. They would have finished him off if she hadn't arrived on time. But how many more times could she save him? She knew why he was this way. Growing up without a father had left a hole in his heart. He was angry at the world, angry at life. He never smiled. Every little thing upset him. He carried pain that no one could see, and she feared that one day she would hear the worst news. And when that day came, how would she survive it? She sighed, her chest tight with worry. Son, you have 2 choices. Either you change or life change you in a way you won't like. You think fighting makes you strong, but real strength is knowing when to walk away. Her son looked at her, his fist tight. For the first time, he didn't have a response. He had heard his mother cries before, but tonight, something felt different. Maybe it was the way her voice was shaking, or the way her eyes begged him to listen. And maybe, just maybe, it was the guilt that had been eating him up inside. He had seen things. He wasn't a child anymore. He noticed how his mother was getting money, the kind of people she was dealing with, the way men came in and out of their tiny apartment late at night. She never said a word, but he had his suspicions. He wanted to hate her for it. Maybe he did. Maybe he saw her as a whore, a woman with no dignity. But what he failed to understand was that every single thing she did it for them, to keep them alive, to make sure they had something to eat and a place to sleep. She would rather sell herself to the streets or watch her children starve. But how could she explain that to him? Tears burned in his eyes as he fell to his knees in front of her. "Mama, forgive me," he whispered, his voice breaking. "I have been blind. I have been stupid. I see it now. I see everything." Dinah gasped for air, covering her mouth with her hands as tears streamed down her face. For so many years, she had prayed for this moment. And now here he was, on his knees, finally understanding the weight she had carried for so long. That was the last time he ever got into a fight. From that day on, he changed. He walked away from trouble. He worked harder. He did whatever he could to take the burden off his mother's shoulders. Because now he knew, now he understood. Moral lesson: pains can turn people into monsters, but it's never too late to change. Violence only leads to destructions, and no matter how broken we feel, there's always another path. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to see the truth that has been in front of you all along. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Stanley Chooks, aka Advance, aka Pink, the fine boy.